What's my mastery of cooking?
What's your heat resistance?
What's my dick ring? It's only a 1 of 5. That's not impressive.
It took me a second to realize you said dickering.
Yeah, I was like, what? I thought you said, what's my dick ring? I was like, I don't know, equip it and see what it does. Ouch. There we go. Like, I think there's one cactus you haven't run into.
Which one? Is it this
No,
one
just
over
say
here?
I knew you needed to hit one.
That one.
I'm sure the first time you were here, you probably already ran into all of them.
At least 2 of
A
them.
few times.
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them.
Gotta stick them all. Or get stuck.
Yow!
All right, well, we're back.
Yay!
I think we're going to go see the professor.
We're gonna check out that professor. What up, Doc?
Good seeing you again. Have you got those 5 piles of scrap yet?
Not yet.
Well, that's got to be our first priority. We won't get much further without it.
Do you know anything about ley lines?
I don't hold much with that mystical mumbo-jumbo. It's very unscientific. But it does come up in my research from time to time, so I can give you a basic overview.
He draws some curved intersection lines on a piece of paper and explains how they relate to local geography and so-called mystical forces. It's pretty interesting stuff and makes sense considering what you already know about magic. XP! And you also got a ley line diagram. Thanks. This is an illustration of basic principles of ley line geography. Ley geography, simple enough to understand by a layman. Use it. The diagram is surprisingly comprehensible. You stick it into your necromancer journal. I should check that out. You open up your necromancer journal and examine the information you've collected so far. The robe recipe you found has let you determine that the necromancer's lair is west of the mountains.
I like to imagine that it actually is a robe recipe and not a robe procedure. It's a recipe for making a robe.
It says fabric. Thread.
Receipt. That's the thing. Using your ley line diagram, you narrowed the location to the necromancer's lair down to a handful of possible locations based on an unseen currents of energy that riddle the land. You found a cryptic note about a hell cow energy that necromancer lair must be near the crazy portal you found in Hellstrom Ranch. Looks like that's everything you gotten so far.
Off mic, I was promising Ryan that the next game we play will have less reading. I think his poor throat just isn't holding up to it.
We found an El Vibrato machine. Your transponder gizmo bleeps, and you follow the bleeps to one of those weird El Vibrato machines tromping around in the desert. Fortunately, it either hasn't noticed you or doesn't care. Got the jump on him. What about my skeletal body thing? Dude, doesn't matter. Victory! You knocked that thing's block off, presumably is an important block because it stopped moving after that. XP! And I got some scraps.
How many scraps do you have now?
That's a good question.
I think 1.
No, it's more than 1.
On a roll.
4 of 5.
Hey,
So,
okay, so we just need 1 more.
so we're going to just wander around. Some thwack noises lead you to the site and the sight of a goblin chopping down a large cactus. When it sees you, it waves his axe at you threateningly and makes some angrily sounding noises.
Hey, it's a human person. Hey, human person, away to going. It's my cactus. That's mine and not yours.
I'm going to talk to that goblin. Hello, how are you? I will not your cactus taking.
Good, yes. Good, hello.
Why are you chopping a cactus down?
Why? What a lot of uses. To building, to burning, to eating. Little toothpicks?
Ask if it has any food. Outfoxing. Do you any food to having?
Food, yes. A guffin, I too having.
What's a guffin?
Goblin bread. It is gray and damp and gray. Here.
That sounds horrible. I was going to try and convince you to give it to me, but I'm not so sure I actually want it. To wanting it?
Sorry, you two having now yours.
I got some guffin. And XP! Well, okay. We're going to find another bug breeder real quick. Apologize.
Howdy there, I'm Wanderer Sally.
Howdy, Sally. I'm Victoria. What's your line?
Trading. I wander all around these lands, just like it says on the label. And I buy a little here and sell a little there to make my way. Care to see the wares?
Sure thing. Oh,
Ooh,
she
bag
got,
of shroom grow.
she got the bag of shroom grow. I'm definitely getting that one. I don't want to kill goblins. The lock. I needed that.
Grab some needles.
I will grab some needles. Both of them.
What's the lucky marigold?
Luck and marigold gives me muscle, mysticality, and moxie. Yeah, well, why not? Why shouldn't I?
And after all, why shouldn't I?
You've been hoarding meat anyway.
Right? I mean,
And the older you get, the less valuable it is.
that's what I've heard from a wise man down at the cemetery, Pettin Cemetery. I don't like working boots. I'm not a working man.
Not a fan of Rush.
Yeah. What did the brown boots do? Maximum AP.
Bring me my brown boots.
No pants though.
Pants are overrated.
So, with that interesting thing, I'm going to have to return to Dirtwater to go talk to the sheriff. Off to the side of the trail, you notice one of those weird cacti shaped like a coffee cup. Neat. I'm going to go back to the sheriff. I'm going to see the wanted sign, and I'm going to do the wanted sign because I needed a lock. This one. Read it. The House in the Desert Gang. So that's last seen at the House in the Desert. Now that I know that,
Desert House.
the Desert House.
Now that you've seen that, go right on by it.
As you ride along, you see some braided fuses sticking out of nearby rock. Investigating it more closely, you see that somebody's drilled a hole in the rock and inserted a bunch of dynamite, but apparently lost interest and wandered away without setting it off. Or maybe they were just out of matches. I'm gonna take that dynamite. Their lack of follow-through is your game.
Now, are you sure you have what you need here?
I thought so. I thought it was the lockpick that I needed, or the lock I needed.
How you getting past the dog?
That was I thought it was the lock I needed. That does it. I can give the dog a bone.
Uh-huh.
With a nicky-knack patty-whack, you achieve your aim. The dog begins contentedly gnawing the human femur. Good for him. Thanks, doggy. And now we're sneaking. The hinges on the gate are really rusty. If you open, the bandits inside are definitely going to hear it. I'm going to oil them hinges. You use the last of the oil in the can of the rusty hinges. The gate swings open easily and, most importantly, silently. Nice. You creep up to the door. You can hear the gang inside. You notice that the door jam is busted, probably from being kicked in. There's a crude hasp made of bent nails on the door. Looks like the bandits have just been locking it with a padlock from the outside when they leave. I'm gonna lock them in. You quietly lock the door from the outside. You've definitely got the upper hand on the hand at this point. What's your next move? I'm gonna travel to Dirtwater and arrest. Okay, fellas, the jig is up. A muffled voice says, "The law, get 'em, boys!" And then, "Tarnation, we're locked in." You hear a chorus of defeated sighs. "Toss out your weapons." You hear a quiet but heated discussion inside. Eventually, a voice says, "All right," and some pistols fall out the window. So I got a bandit pistol, and a Desert Gang 6-gun. Just kidding. I'm still gonna arrest you. Aw, dang it. You round up the gang and haul them back to Dirtwater.
That's the House in the Desert Gang, all right. All except for the house, that is. Did it get away?
What was I supposed to?
Nah, I'm just messing with you. Here's your reward.
500 meat and XP with justice being served. No problem.
I think that's everybody then.
That's
Caught 'em
everybody.
all.
I got them all.
Oh, good job.
Yay! That finally paid off from like episode 3. Don't quote me on that.
Oh, I'm gonna. All right, so where are we off to now?
Now, I think we still need to wander around to maybe find that last vibrato. You spot the smoldering ruins of a ranch of the horizon ominous. You discover a new map location, Stearns Ranch.
The horizon isn't ominous.
The horizon ominous. Oh, look at all these haystacks. I like haystacks. Got a few needles. Ooh, not a safe cracker. There's still food on this shelf. I'm gonna grab it. Some sarsaparilla and sugar guns. I could build a crate. I could open the crate. I gotta link the rope in a range punch.
Good for you.
That's impressive. There's a weird cow-shaped stain on this wall. Probably there's something you could do with that.
Maybe.
I don't know enough.
Do you have to read a book to get safe, Kraken?
This flower's smoking. Pick at it. I got a smoking chrysanthemum. Looks like Jethro's bones are dug up here. And to you, Greg, I don't know. Some varmints or anything. Search. You find a charred locket around and blackened bones. And the charred locket. You should call it a locket on account of how it was lucky to escape that fire. The lock on the locket reminds you of why they call it a locket. Gonna pick that lock. You carefully pick the locket lock. You got the picture of Mary Stern. Okay. What's the picture of Mary Stern do? A faded
Daguerreotype.
that thing of a little girl. The name Mary's written on the back. Examine it. The photograph of a serious looking girl. On the back is written Mary Stearns, Thanksgiving, 1894. That was Jethro. That was Gwendolyn. And as you approach the grave marker, the hair on the back of your neck stands up as a voice whispers to your ear.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Give what to you?
The picture. The picture of me. I can see it. You have it. You shouldn't look at it. Nobody should look at it.
And yeah, I didn't read the air grows colder. I guess you must be Mary. Why don't you want anyone to look at it? The whispering gets quieter, angrier seeped in around the edges of the voice.
Because they'll know. Give it to me.
Know what?
What happened? What I did. Give me the picture. Give it to me now.
Don't want to fight her, really. I feel bad fighting a little ghost little girl. She sounds pretty serious. I'm gonna give it to her. Okay, here you go. You hold the photograph out towards the grave marker, and it disintegrates into your hand.
Thank you.
The air returns to normal. You hope Mary finds some peace now. XP! Between the smoke and the noise, you're guessing the contents of this outhouse are most dangerous than average outhouse contents. Open that door. Ooh. You got a pyro bowl. I think that is. Wonder how much damage my beam can do now. 83, not too shabby.
There's a lot of beam damage.
The outhouse is now safe as houses. Outhouses. XP! By the soft light of the fading embers, you see a glint of light from below. You hold your nose from with the honey. Let me restart. You hold your nose with one hand as you fish out your prize with the other. A toilet pistol.
I like that it doesn't question your intent in digging through an outhouse. But yet, the spittoon, it asks you like 3 times, are you sure you want to do this?
Every
Freaks
time.
out about it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'll put that on. We're stacking on the spell damage.
Your beans are getting pretty dangerous.
Sugar guns increase your range damage for the rest of the day. Cool. All right, that's good enough. We're gonna.
You gotta
This-
check in the house.
Yeah, you got an item, lasso, and you got an item, range dressing. All of the books on the shelf are burned, but you notice something strange about the back of the shelf. Your deft fingers find a hidden cache where the back panel of the shelf slides away and reveals a secret compartment. There's a book inside. Mary Stern's diary. You'll probably figure out what she did. The toy box contains a single object and a creepy burnt porcelain doll. Talk to it. It's the work of a moment to fix the doll's voice box. Pull the string. You pull the string, the doll's eyes roll back into its head and its mouth begins to move.
Hi, I'm Grace. What's your name?
I'm Victoria.
Hi, Victoria. You're nice. Do you want to play with me?
Yes, let's play.
Hooray! Mary used to play with me, but we didn't get to finish our tea party before she went away. Will you help me finish it?
Surely.
Hooray! The game is almost over. Mary did such a good job.
The doll's eyes roll back forward.
Go downstairs and get my cup. Do you know the magic word to make the mean cow let you into a secret room?
No, what is it?
The magic word is peanut butter.
Peanut butter. The doll goes silent. Got it. Peanut butter. You shudder as you realize the talking dolls haven't been invented yet. Let's read Mary Stern's diary. The first page says it's a little girl's handwriting. This is the diary of Mary Stern. The AI and diary are crossed out and IA written above them. Ha. The diary starts out with the typical kid stuff, and you flip ahead until you notice the writing getting shakier. Found Dolly under a cactus out back, and she told me her name was Grace. Mommy and Poppy don't believe me that she talks. They say I got a big imagination. Grace says the cows are gonna get us, but Papa says we'll be okay. 'Cause this weren't never a cow ranch. Grace says he's wrong, but Papa won't believe me. Grace says she can't keep the cows away, but I have to play tea party with her. Keep reading. I don't like this kind of tea party, but Grace says it's important to keep the cows away. Mama has said that they could have found Effie. Papa says she's been gone so long that they should put a cross up, but Mama won't let him because she thinks she'll come back. Papa said she's only 11. How far could she have gone? And Mama started crying again. Don't want to play tea party anymore, but Grace says I has to. Keep reading. Papa was out 2 days looking for Joey, but of course he didn't find him. Mama cries so much. I try to tell her him and Effie are helping keep the cows away, but she don't understand. I told Grace I'm not playing the tea party again, but she says I gotta. And if I don't, cows will eat all 3 of us. She said either I get Mama or Papa to play, or else I gotta play by myself. That's the last entry.
I'm sure everything was fine.
It was fine. There's still some beans in this pot.
Hey, look, it's your kindred spirits.
Got some blackened beans. You upend that pot. That's a lockbox. Choose his name. It's locked. Stock certificate. Just for selling. That was an expensive deed. Gotta go down there. Gotta go talk to that little thing. And I gotta say, peanut butter. Atop the sinister-looking altar sits a copper goblet filled with what appears to be blood. I could destroy it.
It's your call.
But we're gonna take it. We're gonna find out what this thing is. It can't be anything bad,
I like how you
right?
do things and then don't read the consequences of them.
That is true.
There's no consequences if you don't read it.
Are you, hey, it's your game.
We're gonna talk to it.
My tea! We can finish our tea party now.
Sure, why not? You carefully pour the blood in the goblet into Grace's mouth.
Ah.
Grace leaps out of the toy box laughing maniacally and climbs the ranch house ruined chimney. She turns towards you.
See you soon.
She leaps to the ground behind the house and scampers off to the northwest. That's probably fine.
Good job.
I feel pretty proud of myself.
You should.
I should let Mary know. We are continuing your deeds, don't worry. All right, let's keep on wandering. Oh, that's
here we
the thing
go.
we wanted. We got you. We got you. Boop. Victory. You taught that ancient machine the error of its ancient ways, whatever those are. XP! And the final scrap I wanted. So now we can go to the professor house. You find a safe on the side of the trail. Ironic you think yourself that it's such an unsafe location. You hop down the Tina to find the safe and it's locked, in addition to bringing clothes, which you could tell it was from horseback.
Nope. Still don't have safe cracking.
No safe cracking.
All right. Well, now that we're back at the professor's, I think this is a good place to call it for now.
Full circle.
So until next time, thanks for watching.
See you later.
Ow.
Ow. Ow.
Even Tina's getting involved.